Okay, so get ready with me to go to like kind of graduation like certificate. I'll get like my certificate or diploma or whatever you want to call it for like the thing that I followed, like the so I followed like a kind of like a not really a study but like something temporary, like it's called Mbo-Hbo module. I live in the Netherlands, by the way, and I followed that for about like one semester. It was about like 8 weeks, and then we had to make like some like 2 essays, and we all succeeded for that, the people that like stayed and stuff. So today is like we're gonna get our certificate, and it's really cool, so get ready with me. So first I used like some rose water to just cleanse my face, and then I'm gonna start with makeup. Let's just turn on the light. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk, I guess, a little bit about this thing that I did. I started doing this in like February, which was the end of like the second semester and the beginning of like the third semester. So it started on the 6th of February, which is the week after that was my birthday, actually. Yeah, it was like a period about like 8 weeks, and then we had like a vacation between and stuff. But in general, just kind of fun. So yeah, and so I'm gonna do like a full face of makeup because I don't know, why not? At the same time, I kind of don't want to do it, honestly, but I'm like, why not? Because, just celebrate your whole graduation. Wow, it's not my official graduation, but it's like a small, like I did learn things, and but I did learn like a lot of things, and it gave me a lot of perspective. So first lesson was like introduction, and it really helped me to like just, give perspective about things. I really wanted to get back at where I kind of started at, like, if that makes sense. Like I kind of lost focus. So basically currently I am doing a study which is called like MBO, and I'm doing like a teacher assistant right now. So basically we needed to make a choice, like what are you going to do after this like study, where are you gonna go? So I kind of lost count because I started being interested in multiple things, such as pedagogiek, like, but like things like related to kids. So, I'm gonna work at a school, but I also interested in like all the skills or the from kids, like motor and like, the thinking and like all of that. Like I'm really interested in helping kids, have like problems with that, so I was like, okay, what I'm going to do. And I was like at this point at like 3 different studies as options to do like next, like after this. Before I enrolled in this school, I had in mind like after I'm gonna follow this study to after that be a teacher. But you can be a teacher of like elementary school, but also obviously like middle or high school, but like be a teacher, so that was already like the goal. And I really felt in the beginning like kind of attracted to teens, as in, like teaching teens and, working. So I chose the path though for elementary school. So I feel like it's really funny because that was like before I started, this thing, and I enrolled and stuff, so I followed the path for elementary school. And right now I came at a choice that I need to make. So I had internship since like the first class that I had, and really fun. Like, okay, my first internship was not fun, like, at all, but I did learn a lot. And right now I'm like, really at another place again, like really enjoying it. So I need to make a choice again. So because of all these studies, these options that I have right now, I was like, okay, I don't know anymore what I need to do. Sometimes because of all these things and, the course your path and these opportunities or whatnot, you can kind of get also distracted into that. Like, not just distracted, but you're like, I just need like a line right now. Like, where do I need to go? Where do I want to go? What is my passion? What do I want to do the most? What do I like to do the most? So what was funny, so while I was making that like essay, which the essay was about like where you want to, which study you want to follow after that, the HBO. So while I did that, we went through like the reflectieverslag, like the kind of to look back at like how you made the thing and how it went, and like the conclusion, you know, like what came out of it, what were the results. And I was so busy with like the elementary school and stuff, but truly I was like, okay, do I see myself being a teacher there like full time, like just. And I was like, I like it, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot of work. Like I know it is, but and I need to be like honest with myself. It's like that my super passion is like I like to go to help kids in general, but eventually I really want to go to high school. So with that, I kind of found my way back at the beginning. Like I need to actually explain like the full story, but I found my way like back at the beginning of like what I actually like wanted all along, basically. But I kind of lost through just all of these opportunities and just, you know, all of this. And sometimes people cross your path and, you know, people go this way and you kind of go with them. But I haven't like go inside of like what kind of subject I specifically want to get. So because of this like thing that I followed, I found my way back in what I want to do. So it's funny because the conclusion I wrote, I'm not gonna take a year a break, you know, for a year, and I'm going to do the elementary study thing, Mbo-Hbo, you know, to be an elementary teacher, you know. So I wrote it down and stuff. But because of all of this, I came to a whole other conclusion what I wanted to do, and I kind of founded my way back into why I even wanted to do this and what my passion is, like what makes you actually happy, what do you want to give to people, what do you want to give to, you know. So I went through that with my dad, and only in the first thing when I discussed it with him, I kind of came across that, and I was like, okay, but there's like one thing that just jumps out, and that is actually this. And I came to the conclusion like, oh, do I actually want to do this, you know. So it is totally okay, whatever like way you take, you can always come back at it. So it's like totally fine. I don't know how other people are going to look, but it's not about other people. It's about you celebrating what you've done. And even though I didn't complete the second thing, but I did like enough to make it you know, worth. But yeah, that's kind of the whole story. So yeah, I want to be like on time, you know, because it is like graduation and stuff. So I'm already back basically from the whole diploma thing. So it was kind of nice. We were lead in front. So unfortunately, I didn't call that. My mom didn't call it a video, but we got like a little speech, and then we signed it up, or you know, the teacher said about, you know, what she saw on each and every one of us in what we kind of progressed, or what she saw not like during the whole training, and also especially in our essays, you know. So yeah, and then we got our certificate, which is actually in this like super nice map. Look how cool that is, y'all. And then we got a pencil with that too. So wow. But yeah, we got a pencil with it too. Look at this, and it has the initials of the school of it, obviously, and kind of matches the whole theme. Really funny. So y'all, it's like a whole book actually, y'all, which is cool. Wow, there's like so much that on like on my hands, like oil. But when you open it, there's like the inside, which like I don't know if I'm going to show that because I don't know. There's like what is in here. It basically says the teacher's name and, you know, what I got, like the score and stuff. When I first saw this, I thought it was like a fold in the paper, but it's not. And like the grades that I got, so like it's not only the paper, you know, we needed to put our what is it called? Bruh. Our sign, or you know, our signature. But yeah, this is it. So yeah, and we got to keep the pencil, so that's pretty cool too. So that's what it is. So yeah, we made pictures in the hall and stuff, you know, with our diplomas, which obviously my pictures, I feel like they don't not turn out that beautiful, honestly, but it's okay. And that's kind of what we did. So yeah, I feel like I was like just okay. Like people actually also wore dresses and stuff. I kind of wanted to wear this, not really pants, or not really dress. Like I didn't feel to wear a dress or like a skirt, you know. So I just, you know, someone wear like kind of a suit, and other people like wear dresses, and you know, I was like the only one with this. I thought it was cute, kind of different cover up with just some makeup and like necklace and jewelries and makeup, which normally I don't have on and stuff, you know. And I feel like this red was really cute, matching with everything. So yeah, so yeah, that was the whole thing. So probably make like an updated video about like everything that I learned during this whole thing, because it was really something my perspective kind of blew out, and I think I kind of already made like a video or something about it. But yeah, so this week I have like a few more things to come. I'm going to like celebrate this, but like I don't know, like separately. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, but I definitely have to celebrate it. But yeah, for this month I have like a few things to do, so I better go and get ready for those things. So yeah, so in the next part I'm going to do a voiceover because it is in Dutch, and I think that's the conclusion of my essay, because I was really looking for, why do I want to do this again, why do I want to do this study. And I think it's also like, just like I wrote in my essay, searching for what was lost. And it was not that it was lost, but sometimes because of layers, people, circumstances, we can lose the goal out of our sight. But you have to go back. Like I went back to, okay, but girl, why did I choose this study? Like, why am I sitting here? And I was originally to the road to being a teacher. And I think that's the conclusion of my essay, because I also described that I wanted to get my focus back. And I think that actually through this essay, I came back to that. And I actually find that really beautiful, because through this study, I have seen so many amazing, beautiful things, experienced so many beautiful things, also in the work of being an assistant to a teacher. And because of that, I did not only find my passion, but I also came across a lot of things that I was like, this is also really beautiful, and this is also really pretty, and this is also really beautiful. And that a lot of things came on my path, like pedagogy. I really got so interested in that. That lesson of bonding we received back then. That was like, it was so beautiful, so fun. And, social work, and then specifically focused on youth. And I think, so many things, I just came across so many things happened at that time. And I also think that at some point I was just kind of felt stuck with these 3 studies, because social work was really on the background. Because I think social work is just really big, really wide. And I got recommended from someone that I know from church, who said that I think she also does social work, or she knows someone that works with youth and then does social work. And she said to me like, oh, then you should do that, if you're really interested in that. But social work is just really big, really wide. And you meet people on like, different levels and stuff. So I find it just really wide, really big. And personally for now, I think I just want to be specific. And I want to specifically use certain tools, apply certain things. Pedagogy, if I say it right. At some point I was really between 2 choices. I was really stuck between pedagogy or Babo. Okay, so pedagogy is it's from 0 to 21 years old. That's again in families. But if you want to go in the education, and if you want to be a internal supervisor, what is actually the road to that, helping kids developmentally in education, then become a internal supervisor. And that you cannot do that through the road of pedagogy officially. But I also ask, can you actually do that? Pedagogy, but you have to actually do university, and then you can actually do it. But it's not the official road to it. The official road is to do the teacher study. You have to do that to be able to do it. And you can also do it through social work, or just by doing the Mbo-Hbo. But then I heard social work that the guidance was not better, like was kind of worse. So that already actually fell off. And pedagogy, if I want to be a internal supervisor there. Pedagogy, you can, coach families. But I actually wanted to still be at school with kids. So actually the conclusion is that I kind of came back to the reason, and it gave me kind of insight and revelation and sight, and in what my choice actually already was. And as already said, by because of layers, sometimes things just can get covered. But now it's clear again. It's like, no, but this was the reason that I did the study to be a teacher assistant. And for that purpose, yeah, actually that, I think it's so beautiful in the research that I did in the essay, that I came back to that point. And we're talking about full-time or part-time. I want to do full-time because I know for myself, yeah, part-time, it does give more room and stuff. But it also asks like more responsibility of yourself. And also I think by myself, but maybe it's a good thing to also learn that. But I also don't want to give that to myself to do all of those things to myself. I think I'm just going to do full-time Mbo-Hbo study, teacher study. But that's just the conclusion of like the whole essay. So yeah. This was the end of the video. Hope you liked it.